introduced them. We had a bit of we limped into the introduction here, but who are we seeing today? We're seeing up next. It's the C versus JG. So the Asian showdown, right? Are these guys are actually probably going to have even pings when they play each other, which is going to be exciting when most of their games have been with weird like ping and server swapping differences. Players that I really hadn't seen before this event, and players that I'm really enjoying watching. Really solid, the players from Asia in this tournament have been really impressive. And then after that, we're going to be moving on to Python versus Redoxide, Div 1 throwdown. Python, the titan of Australian Quake, along with Dandy King here, representing the old gods of the game. And then Redoxide, a newer challenger on the scene, right? Really strong movement, really strong aim, trying to break through into Div 1, and it's going to be a good opportunity for him to show all the work that he's been putting into the game and how he can match up against a force like Python.
Yeah, it's something of a legendary setup for the last one. But yeah, I really enjoyed seeing the sea. So I'm looking forward to this one. The sea from the Philippines. Hey Mo, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, everyone? Did you guys enjoy that match? I enjoyed it. It was a nice watch there from my while I ate some dinner. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. Are we just gonna cast it 3-way?
I'm gonna be leaving you guys, unfortunately. I've got some other things I need to get on with tonight. I will hopefully have the stream up in the background and be doing some betting, but no, I've got to move on, unfortunately. But it was awesome, and it's going to be a night of awesome games. I'm really looking forward to the finals as well. So thank you so much for having me. I'm gonna bounce out.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, and have a nice evening.
You too. Cheers, guys.
Yeah. All right. So just me and you, Robbo. Let's get this sorted. Yeah, these games will be played on Central. You just need to invite John. I don't know. John QIJX.
Yeah, I invited him.
Okay, cool.
So
hey, we're a little bit early this evening, which is nice. Hey, everyone here that's in the chat, how you guys going? Who do we got in the chat tonight? We've got OPM, we've got Pope Frank, Casp, Murder. These are all names that I recognize. Who are you going to put up the betting for this match? I'm really interested to see who actually is the favorite this match, because John is a fair bit higher in the standings, and the C's at the bottom of the standings in Div 1, but I feel like when I play against them, they're pretty similar kind of hitting power. So yeah, I'm interested to see what the fans think. And if we're looking at the votes, the end of season awards, JG did win some. He won the most improved award, and he also won the best attitude award. So, obviously his peers think quite highly of him, and they were really impressed by the game that he worked on this season.
That's nice. I have to pick some bands here on stream. We start off on Exile, Death Knight versus Nyx. Yeah, you would say like on paper Death Knight is really strong against Nyx, but Nyx can be really creative on Exile, and with the Invis you can sort of mitigate the damage over time. You will still be hit with 75 damage if all 3 fireballs connect, but I do think it's a great counter pick, and it's just how the map is laid out. You can just walk around the corner, engage the Invis, and then lay out the trap. So it's gonna be interesting.
We're seeing a fair bit of Exile tonight, which is pretty interesting. I think it is one of the least played maps this season so far, but I think people have been warming up to it as the season goes along. So both these players I know are quite experienced on Exile, so we'll probably see some pretty good Exile play. Yeah, and should we get this game underway?
Yeah, let's see if the guys are ready. I see that Warhammer already started prediction, so you guys can spend your channel points. Both players
Oh
are
yeah.
in the lobby.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for the C. Yep, okay, so let's get started. I think the C's alias, his real alias might be Kobe. But yeah, I don't know. Kobe versus John. But yeah, both these players are from the Philippines. When Zanaku casted the other week, he nicknamed JG the Pinoy Powerhouse. But let's see if the C can take that name away from him and claim the best, claim himself as the best Filipino player over JG. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool that, you know, they're literally the best two Quake players, as far as I know, in the whole of the Philippines. Which is like, you know, I think it would be pretty cool to be the best at something in your entire country.
Indeed. And it's an honor that we are getting to watch them battle each other.
Yeah, so we got 55 ping versus 30 ping. So this is probably an ideal stream game for these two. I think we're going to start here on the C. And the C will get the heavy armor spawn and the lightning gun. So probably the favorable spawn on this map, because you are able to get all three of the Unholy Trinity really easily from this spawn. And although John has gone down and gotten the... Oh, he's just pushing. Oh, yeah, okay. That's a good play there by John. He knows that he just wants to pop the C's invis as soon as possible, get that out of the way, and then he can start being aggressive. So I think what we're seeing from John is he's happy just like doing this little chip damage and just keeping the C low on health and with no invis. But he actually leaves him there. John only had 2 health remaining, I think.
Yeah, they're both were really low after that fight. So also a sane choice that they both retreated. And let's see.
Yeah. It's quite rare actually when in Quake Champions when 2 players are low and they both kind of run away from each other. You quite often see, you know, one player just go, nah, screw it, I'm going in. But no, both these players taking more of a measured approach.
They are so grown up.
Bit of a handshake agreement. Both players similar stack now, and both the major items on a similar time. So, you know, if you're the C in this situation, I think you want to be trying to do some damage, because if you let John just get more and more of an overstack, you're just going to get yourself in trouble as a light champion. But they both meet here at the heavy armor. John isn't able to connect any damage, and the C actually runs away, uses the invis to rush this mega, knows he has a huge advantage here, but cops a bit of fire along the way. That's not going to be good for his case. And, oh, John with the final shotgun, only just winning that fight with 19
He's so low though, but I really like this position. He just blocked off the escape route from the sea. Like, okay, if you're gonna jump down here, then I'm just gonna stand here and draw the line. And yeah, but the sea did great. Just did enough damage before dying and returns to favor as soon as he spawns. Now they are fighting at the mega health, but yeah, the LG does the job better for the John than what the C had out. So he gets his second track.
The Pinoy Powerhouse has taken the lead back again. And this is the way that he wants it. You know, the C definitely the underdog in this situation. Oh no!
Bye-bye! That is the cleanest track you can get on Exile. And yeah, playing a light, it's the best job.
C's tied the game up again. Doesn't really care about the fire. The Nyx versus Death Knight's actually a pretty good matchup for that, to stop the damage over time. To be able to go invisible. And oh, he's a very aggressive move here. He knew the heavy armor was spawning soon. Teleported behind him.
Nice weapon selection.
Frag, the C. Doing a great job here, Rob.
Yeah, It's like a bit of the chef's kiss. Like he uses all the tools to get that frag on the board. And yeah, the John Quicks, yeah, he tried to make a stance, but he did not have the position to get any damage in.
Yeah, and you never want to find yourself in this situation against the Knicks where you're down a few frags. 3 frags against the Knicks with 6 minutes to go. You know, the thing about a Knicks playing against the Knicks is that it's kind of hard to chain the frags together. And yeah, John is just leaking frags here, left, right, center, and the C, we could be seeing an upset and maybe the C's first victory of the season in the final day of the season.
Yeah, well, still a little bit more than 5.5 minutes to go. It is a situation when you play against Knicks, as soon as you get some control, there is not much left on the map. And yeah, the C, playing a light needs armor to fight. So if you can squeeze her out of the map, then you will get some quick frags back, but it has to happen in 1 or 2 minutes.
Yeah, there's only so long you can leave it before the invis comes back up, and you know, Nyx is kind of like a character that kind of has 2 lives. You know, you kind of got to kill her twice to get 1 point, because she could just go invis in the first situation that's bad for her. But yeah, the C, a commanding performance so far in this map. And now it looks like the C is playing very careful, slowing it down a bit. And yeah, a much more measured approach when the C recognizes that he's out of control.
Yeah, John Quicks really needs to hunt something up. I'm curious if he saw the invis usage or heard it.
That was a pretty impressive little invis to swap positions. You know, to push beyond the player instead of run away.
Oh, he
pushed here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's actually a pretty clean frag. Like, you know what Nyx can do. He just invests so much stack before you die. But the C did not a lot. But now his LG, it's... Yeah, during the reload of the rail, John Quicks gets destroyed. But still, the C walks into a full-on shotgun blast. Yeah, the items are far away from spawning, so I like what the C is doing. Using the Viz to get into a favorable position. Oh, still has to retreat, but he might go for the heavy.
Oh, not good though.
Oh.
And the C really needed to drop down for that heavy earlier. Instead tried to hold the angle, but I don't think he had timing on the heavy, and that's going to cost him dearly. 1 frag now in it, and yeah, the C just has no control, and the burst damage is just huge. Direct rocket into direct fire strike. That will kill a light champion instantly. And the game has been tied up.
Yeah, it's also great. Oh, almost falls out. It's unfortunate that John cannot deny the light over there. Because that will be a lifeline for the C in any fight.
Hawkhammer just made a pretty funny comment. It doesn't matter whether the C wins or loses, he'll be salty regardless. Lol. But 2 minutes ago, this map is very tight, and although the C doesn't really have any control, a few rails, like he's hitting now, and some good positioning, can see him come right back into it. And yeah, here we go. This is kind of a dicey situation for John. He's given up control. The C's worked his way back into it. Great direct rocket there on John just as he came through the teleporter. And the C doing so much damage. He has such a big stack for this fight. And oh, that rail would have killed. But he doesn't quite connect it. And John able to get his stack up to a good level now. And one of the major items.
Yeah, the heavy will be so important right now. If the C gets it, he can take this map. Like, the armor is such a great lifeline for the Knicks. There is no invis to deal with, but he has to do so much damage onto the Nyx anyway. He gets a decent stack himself though. So if he's able to do some unreturned damage, and yeah, I really think the heavy is important at this point.
Oh, this is tight. Like, you can see it in the players' movements as well. They've become a little bit, you know, they're using the walk a lot more. They're not really taking any risky fights. They're being very measured with their approach now. And I think both players know, you know, next big connection with some damage, you know, a big rocket here or like 1 or 2 rails consecutively there, will probably win them this map. And yeah, they're now looking like they're getting very nervous.
Trading items. They both have... John had overstack on both items.
Oh, he's coming in with the invis! Oh, he didn't quite connect the LG on the jump pad.
Oh, but he returns with a rocket. Yeah, they're both not want to overcommit. They just retreat. Do some poverty items and get into position for the next major item rotation.
The C has 20 seconds till his invis is back up. So this is a dicey situation. He cannot invis away from it. Comes back for the peak rail, doesn't connect it. And John doesn't do the damage he needs to. And yep, the C has his invis back now. So there he goes. He uses it. But he does some good damage along the way. I don't know if... Oh, almost knocks him off the edge. Almost has Sync Arrow take the map. And wow. Oh!
You win.
Okay.
There you go. There you have it.
Out of the blue, a rail. And there we go.
Wow. And the underdog comes out on top. First map. Hitting 35% LG, 43% rail. And yeah, John really struggled to hit the Nyx with his LG that game, only hitting 23%. So yeah, well played from the C that match. And now we're going to be moving on to Molten Falls. And we're going to be seeing Scalebearer on the C and Ranger on John. So I've only really seen John play Anarchy on this map, and oh, I can see that the C banned Anarchy. Okay, so, and then yeah, Slash was banned. So yeah, no movement character for John. I guess he could have played Sorlag, but it's not that quick. But yeah, currently the C may be taking home the title of Pinot Powerhouse.
I do like the Ranger is a good counter to the Scalebearer. You can orb away from that frustrating bull rush, but still it's such a hard champion to play against. There is a lot of room to maneuver though on Molten Falls.
Alright, let's get this underway. Oh, these two are typing cute things in the chat. Yeah. JG Best Attitude Award. We see it on display. So I think everyone just lost their channel points, right? I don't know. Did anyone bet on the C? He was definitely the underdog that game. But we might see John now really clench his fist around the game and take back a more commanding approach.
But it is a difficult matchup. I just don't understand how the big boy, the Sandalman, just gets away with so much shit.
And just watching him in warm-up, you can see his movement is actually quite adept with the Scalebearer, going around these corners and maintaining his speed. So I think we're going to start on the C this map.
Sure.
And
take it away.
He gets the Mega Health spawn, and that means that John is going to have the rail, but he will have the LG. So, oh, John misses an important rail, and that's going to mean that this next setup for the next major item may be a bit dicey for John. He just probably wants to split it, make sure he stays away from his opponent, and gets a clean one. But he's been caught out here. The bull rush has come in. It's a good orb. He gets on the other side of him, and he's able to get away. So the bull rush has been used. The orb has been used. Both players with a major item to their name, splitting the map. And yeah, good start here to the second map of this spotlight game.
Yeah, I do see a lot of armor on the sea though. So John Quicks really needs a clean entry. Ooh, and he doesn't get that one. The rail does connect, but he is rather weak. Try to do a Hail Mary escape with the rocket launcher or the rocket jump, and it does work. It was beautiful to see, actually. It's also that the sea did not hit him mid-air that well.
I gotta say, it has become really apparent that playing on the heavy side of the map is going to favor this matchup tremendously.
Oh, actually, great opening from John Quicks. The bull rush gets activated, and it's actually safe to see. He steals the heavy mid bull rush, but he's so weak, and the orb gets used to seal the deal. John Quicks
Great
on the
finish
board.
there. But yeah, as I was saying, holding the heavy side of the map has pretty much all the time shards on it. And in this kind of matchup, you really need your ability. Either, you know, especially John, he must have that orb for that bull rush. Otherwise, he's in a very difficult position. And yeah, so if the C can get his bull rush up really quickly all the time, then John's going to have a really hard time. So I think they want to be trying to control that heavy side of the map. But right now, John really doesn't have a choice. He's just got to get what he can get.
Yeah, John Quick's really healthy, but not after that rail. He does return the favor. Heavy 4 seconds away. John Quicks is pretty quick to be in position. There is...
The rocket jump.
Yeah, nice. And,
That was quite aggressive, but now he's got a good delay on the items, and you can see the C doesn't really have an idea of when the major items are at all right now. He's kind of running around a little bit lost. He's doing some good damage here and there, but he doesn't know when the spawns are, and he's just trying to sort it out. He's trying to get a new route on the map, and this is a good opportunity for John to catch the C out in an awkward position. But I don't think John's recognized that C is confused. And we're going to see an encounter here. The C catches him beautifully midair with the LG, levitates him completely. Comes in here with the bull rush. John is in so much trouble. The orb will save him. He gets it. Oh, what a fight! Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah. John was hoping that his LG extends a little bit more, but the C is there to deny it with the rail. Ooh, the rail is an opening. The second is getting him the frag. Oh, he actually stabilizes really quick. Especially now trading this rail. And the Mega Elf is there to collect. Like, we almost saw the C taking a frag and a lot of items, but John Quicks is quick to stabilize again and is here, happy, waiting for the heavy.
Really impressed by the C's movement. He's very fast with this scale bearer, and it's not the easiest champion to move around with. So yeah, obviously put in a fair bit of time to work out his movement with scale. And yeah, I think the C, he doesn't know that the Mega was just picked up. He realizes John was there. I think he might have just worked it out now, but it does seem like he's confused about these major items still, and that is going to hurt you in a Quake duel. We've heard that heavy pickup, so now he has a decent idea. But yeah, he's just got to get out of this situation, and he's in trouble. John trying to pin him down. If he hits a rail, he does. He gets the frag. And there you go. John taking a 2-frag lead. And the C having to claw his way back into this match.
5-minute warning.
Yeah, half of the map played. So the C does have some time. Oh, and he's taking a great stance on this heavy, but he does not really have the tools to push John Quicks away. Well, the LG is effective. Is he gonna fall down? Yeah, he's falling down, but also gets a lot of LG in his body.
John actually uses the orb to get away, but he gets hit by the bull rush just before he teleports to his orb. So he does take the damage, and that is going to put him on the back foot here. The C with a massive 280 stack right now versus John, who only has 150. So that will even things up just a little bit, but still not much. But the C doesn't have his bull rush yet, so he's not going to go in with this attack. And oh, beautiful rail there from the C, and the John, he is in dire straits right now.
Yeah, wow. I think that was in combination with the passive. But yeah, John Quicks disappears into pink mist. The C has some cleaning up to do. I hope his train has some Windows washer installed. But he loses out on the heavy, and oh, but no, what is John Quicks doing? He's watched up his movement and eats a rail for his troubles. The C is back in action.
There's enough health around that he will still be able to get himself back up. And yeah, only a little tickle there from the C. So he just needs to keep avoiding him. The bull rush has been used. Oh, almost went up that jump pad with the C right above him, but only just doesn't hit it and realizes, pulls himself back. That was definitely a pucker up moment.
Look at the stack the C is working with. He has everything to work with. So he can fall back to this mega health. But it's... On the other hand, John Quicks is also being the great escape artist right now.
John is doing such a good job avoiding him, but all it takes is one or two really good hits from the C, and this is going to be it. Cannot be running into that, but so much damage from John, but it's not enough. The C does take that frag, and he ties the game up, and we're seeing the same story as last game now. Tied game, 2 minutes to go. The C has found his footing, got his control, and he's not letting it up.
Oh, he actually gets this pretty clean, and no, John Quicks takes the jump pad, but the C isn't hitting his shot. That would have been the map, probably, but nothing connects.
Both players so low after that fight. Neither player wants to take this. The heavy is up. He drops for it. Beautiful orb to avoid the bull rush as well. The great play there by John. And that heavy was just taken right from under.
Oh, look at this. The John Quicks doesn't go to the mega health right away. He wants to lay out a trap. But yeah, it doesn't get him anything. He might even lose out on the mega health. Yeah, he decides to stack back up on the poverty items. There isn't enough armor on the map though. So he's not out of this yet. But the C is getting a full rotation with only 1 minute and 10 seconds to go.
John thinking, okay, he doesn't have the bull rush. It's a good opportunity to fight, but doesn't pay off, and now he's in trouble. Gets his orb just in time to avoid the bull rush. Beautiful use of the defensive orb there, but it's not going to be, he's not going to do enough damage to continue fighting in that one, and this heavy was significantly delayed here, and this could be a good trap opportunity for the C.
Yeah, the rocket is an opening. Wow, he's still just standing there, but the LG does great damage, and the C does not hit his rail. So, yeah, I do think John Quicks has great presence on these major pickups.
C trying to bait out John Quicks now. Puts a little bit more of a delay on that mega. John knows where he is, but he has the bull rush. Oh, that orb would have killed him. It went off the edge of the map. So he's probably glad he didn't teleport to it. The heavy is up. John is able to steal it, and the C finally has such little health after taking that rail. And the John got his stack back up finally, and this next mega is going to be huge.
Oh,
John comes in,
no.
he cannot be fighting this anymore, he gets caught out. And the C will get the Mega now, and he's in a big commanding lead stack-wise. Tied game, sudden death. Rob, what are we going to see?
Yeah, like, oh, the LG John Quicks just walked around the corner and got melted. He's giving some audio hints, though. So the C knows where he's at, but all the damage is there from John. But the C...
Oh, John is on 1 health. He just has to keep running. John, 1 health after that rail. He cannot take any more damage. But John sticks around. He's sticking around. He wants to know the Mega time. He can't be caught out here. He cannot take a rail. And yeah, John just playing so carefully right now. The C almost getting a glimpse of him. Doesn't quite get him on his screen to take that shot. And John getting away by the skin of his teeth.
Oh, we actually get another full rotation onto the C. But he wasn't able to seal the deal on John Quicks. And look at this. Yeah, we hear the light pick up. Is the C not appearing at this mega health? Oh, but John Quicks isn't there either. He's just somewhere else, but he gets spotted out. Oh, gets a lot of damage for just hanging out there.
Oh, beautiful rocket, and John is now in a very troubling situation, and that is maybe the map. John gets away only just again, but he cannot stick around in this room, and that will be it. The C has won his first match of the AQL with his final game of the AQL, and he's upset his Filipino counterpart in the league, John, who is much higher in the rankings than him. So massive upset here this evening, and the C, he's taken the title, the Pinoy Powerhouse. He is now the Pinoy Powerhouse, or he can come up with his own nickname if he wants, but he deserves it.
Nice. Congratulations. Yeah. 2 tight maps. Really awesome to see.
Great games here this evening. Great games. But yeah, that's going to be the second spotlight game for the evening. We're going on to our third and final now, which will be another Division 1 match